The Sacred Order of the Oraphim. By Elaine de Giorgio. Let me begin with explaining about myself and then about the Sacred Order. I am an Oraphim. I am code in life path 42/6 prime code of the Neteru in Egypt, code of Isis Ma'at, code of the laws of Ma'at, code of the ancient secrets of the 42 books of Thoth, the code of Athena of Greece, Lady Liberty, Libratas, the one that stands above the etheric pyramid of Isis and Jehudi in Manhattan Bridge, the code of Ishtar, TF counterpart of Ashta in the Sumerian times, the code of the 42 lords and ladies that sit upon the karmic board at solstice. It is the reverse code, polar, feminine, of Jupiter. 24 Judah is Hirasatyanarayan, the one whom embodied Ashta Adar Asta here on the earth all those years ago. Ashta and Sananda Yeshua is the same energy. The great Lord Ashta is not the same being of Ashta Sharon, nor is he part of the Pleiadian races / collective, as he is far older than their time and space matrix. He does however work with them in the same way he works with all other star nations in this system of worlds. They are not brothers but an expansion of the same energy, source in line with the Akashic record. Hiru has manifested these forms through me in transfiguration. I am a Mahatma being and of the founder race of the system of worlds that has been endorsed with codes having come with the goddess energy, direct beholding divine emanations and the Akashic record to bring about the healing and love to humanity. There are many code keepers working in the field. Many have ascended in sacred timelines, many are identified with the divine codes within their dates of birth, as your birthing to this planet at this time has been planned and predestined. Many have walked the paths of kings and queens of Egypt, high priests and priestesses of different pantheons and root races. Let me tell you about the Order of the Oraphim, as the Order is here on the earth at this time to assist in the great awakening of humanity. I have shared this post the last 2 years. The Oraphim have very special gene codes called Double Diamond Sun or the Emerald Sun Matrix. Double Diamond has the 12-strand coding of the original human, plus another 12 pertaining to the ascended mastery levels beyond time, and the Emeralds, the High Council of the Oraphim, have an additional 6 strands that correspond to the Level-3 Eckatic Matrix, last level of ascended mastery before At-one-ment with Source. The Oraphim are often called in other teachings the Paradise Suns, supposed to be suns, as the biofield holds the full spherical configuration, which appears as flaming balls of light from the lower dimensions. The Emerald Order Oraphim began the Turaneusiam lineage, but more, they were the original ELOHEI, not Elohim, many of which are fallen, who seeded the universal common Lyran Pre-matter races, the original avatars that seeded life in this time matrix. They birth in numbers only during ascension cycles. They are the keepers of the ascension codes, the star gatekeepers and the planetary security team, responsible for orchestrating the necessary grid mechanics during the cycle. They are a Melchizedek cloister family line out of the Azurite Council of the Ra Confederacy, the governing ascended masters collective of our time matrix. They oversee the other, smaller ascended masters collectives in and beyond time. On Earth you don't get higher coded beings. But the O's don't have ego. Once they awaken, they know they are here in pure service to the One and do their job. There are 500,000 here now, just beginning to awaken. The Amenti book was written mostly for them, as the wake-up call, and the Oraphims are responding quite nicely. It's others who don't have the DNA activation to process the D4 through D6 frequency of the data that have a hard time with it. Emerald Order have contracts to awaken to at least the avatar level, D10 through D12, and are here for world service contracts of various natures. All Emerald Order have experienced full ascension to Level 3 Ascended Mastery before returning to embodiment in time. Most have universal service contracts, not just planetary. They are of a league of beings so far beyond the scope of awareness here, that even some of the highest consciousness on planet and below D12 have no idea who they are. The dark side hates them because they bring the knowledge of freedom. Most of us live as sleepers until the pre-scheduled time of our awakening, then we start to remember who we are and what we came to do. Blessings. Elaine de Giorgio.